Yeah, I think it's not needed. That's the main
Yep,
point.
exactly.
It's not needed. You
Yeah.
don't need. You have Lina already. Just go for a BKB, Blink Dagger, and do your thing. You don't have that great of combo with. I mean, Tusk, Spirit Breaker is pretty good. But you have a Mars to play with if you go with that Blink Dagger build on Shadowfiend.
Now the fourth pick for Vivo KD. How they are going to end this second round? Tiny. Tiny for ADR in the middle lane.
I like this hero actually. If you look at the lineup of Infinity, besides Mars, of course, we just see squish heroes. Heroes easy to kill with a tiny combo. I like it.
Yeah, me too. I think with this tiny pick, they have many ways of snowballing the game. You can snowball the game on Lycan. You can do it with Tiny now, and it's not that hard. So yeah, I like the tiny
But
pick.
talking about lane matchup, how do you guys see Tiny versus probably this SF?
In the
Okay.
past, it was so good for Tiny
Yeah.
when Shadowfin didn't get his raise level 1. It was so good, so easy to play Tiny against Shadowfin. Now that Shadowfin goes for raise, Shadowfin can farm. It's not
I think
that
it's still fine. Like, I mean, um,
5 seconds
1 against 1, I think SF can easily win, right? It's gonna be a easy match for SF. But he's playing against a Spirit Breaker, and Shadow Speed has literally no mobility, so it's pretty easy kill actually.
And another thing is, Shadowfiend usually wins against melees. He's pretty strong because he just killed them. But Tiny has a lot of HP, and the majority of Shadowfield's damage is magic. So I think Tiny is one of those melee heroes that can deal with it, with that kind of harass.
Yeah, I'm feeling in 2021, 2022. I don't remember actually. The Tiny and the Lycan combo at the international.
Oh yeah,
the agonies, the agonies.
It was.
I don't remember the year actually. I don't remember.
I remember a game that Vivo KD at this time was SG Sports. The same lineup was playing against Fitch Gaming in the TI-10, and they used the strategy Tiny Lycan. They lost, but they used the strategy.
That's what matters. Yeah, I mean, it's going late game. Yeah, it's always possible to have that Wolfy Tiny running around.
Oh, do you guys think it's a Monkey King game or even a Zark game? I think it's just so good for those two heroes. What do you think, Guipepe? A Monkey King and Zark.
I like it. I like it. I mean, is this Mars?
It's a Mars. Yeah, probably.
Or this may be a Tide Hunter 5 with Lina and Enchantress going kind of position 4 with Mars. You have Mars offlane and Tide Hunter 5. I think that's possible, but I'm not sure yet what they're gonna do. But I like the Slark idea. And what was the other here? Oh, Monkey King. Yeah, I think those two heroes are good here. I mean, you gotta see how you are gonna do your lanes. If you have a Spirit Breaker 5, then it's kind of weird to pick a melee, but yeah, they go for Monkey King.
Okay, Monkey King is the final choice. So, guys, draft is done. I would like to hear about predictions and who did it better in the draft stage.
I mean, for me at least, I'm going with the Vivo KG stars. Look at this Rubik. He has such a dream game. He can steal any spell from Lina, any spell from Mars. I mean, not any spells from Mars, but the spears at least. You have SF, the Hurricane, and you have Ravish to steal. Like, it's just a free game for Rubik. I'm going with Vivo KG stars, at least in the draft. So yeah.
I think Vivo has some ways of snowballing, but I will go with Infinity because I don't want to go against Lina.
Okay. So, Guipepe, now go join Rada. We are carrying Rada to. We have the first game of the day, the best one. Series are starting right now. Good luck for the teams and good job, Guipepe.
Hey, thank you, Jossum. And yeah, Guipepe, we're about to enter the Hurt Locker, the best of one gauntlet, as we're trying to figure out these tiebreakers. Guipepe, how are you doing, buddy?
I mean, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Just hoping to see to watch some good games. I hope all the teams really try hard on this. And like we were saying previously, maybe some teams are not feeling like, yeah, really stuck about playing this kind of games, this kind of tiebreakers. But I hope they really try.
Yeah, and I mean, here so far in the first game, man, it looks like everybody is trying. Like, it looks like everybody's giving their best go. I mean, you can see the clear thought process, right? Like, we have the Lycan Spirit Breaker answer to the Lina.
Yeah.
You have the Mars to answer to the Lycan. Like, you can see that these teams are really trying to bring their A game. We'll see if they're actually able to execute their thoughts in real time, of course, as they only get one shot at it, Guipepe. They only have the one.
Yeah, I just love best of one so much. They're so great because some weird stuff start happening on the map. You never know what will happen. Yeah, I love it. I mean, for me, everything should be best of one. Everything.
Dude, I'm so excited. Like, cause I agree, dude. Best of one Dota is some of the most fun, crazy, silly shenanigans that you can ever see in the game of Dota 2. And I mean, we have a little bit of it here with the support Mars. I mean, do you feel like this Mars pick, his whole job is just to get the arena on the shapeshifted Lycan?
I mean, we watched some EG Matthew playing Mars support, and that's what we expected at first. But he did so much of that hero. I mean, he's so good at just his laning phase and how he set up kills around the map. So, I mean, we'll see what Gen X is able to do with the Mars. Yeah, Arena is pretty good here, mainly against Lycan, but it's pretty good against Monkey King as well. So we see what Gen X is able to do. I like the Tidehunter last pick. I think it just makes the Infinity draft a little better around because they were kind of lacking control, team fight, and with that Tidehunter, I think they're okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely, before the Tidehunter pick, I was definitely favoring the draft of Vivo. And I mean, honestly, I still think that I might be a fan of the keyed draft.
Yeah, I like
think
it. So.
There's multiple avenues to victory, right? Like, the Tiny can get big, just start running around, popping heroes across the map. This Lycan can just go off, and then maybe even as you guys on the panel were kind of alluding to, we can get some of these tiny werewolf shenanigans happening across the map, or monkey werewolf hybrid type shenanigans happening across the map. And
yeah, that's possible,
it's best of one Dota. So this is the best time to pull out the monkey wrench, dude.
Yeah, I hope so. And yeah, Vivo KD, I like the draft as well. They have so many possible ways of just snowballing the game. And when you are playing a best of one, I like the idea of trying to snowball the game. I think it's a nice idea. It makes sense.
Yeah, and I mean, there's something to be said about the Infinity approach. As I do want to remind you all to click on Bet Boom, check out the perks that they're offering here for the SADPC, and as always, I remind you to please gamble responsibly. But there is something to be said about this Infinity lineup, the way that they are. It's giving them looks that they have seen, right? The Tidehunter, that's not really new. The Shadow Fiend we've been seeing. Even the Mars we've been seeing. The Lina, of course, it's the Lina Major. But they moved the Mars, put the Mars onto the support. We got an Enchantress in the game. So there are kind of some new looks that they are throwing out, which makes it harder to calibrate the damage, right? You've not seen these spells in a while. You've not seen it in this position. So it's harder to calculate what the impact is going to be until it's actually happening to you.
I think a lot of Infinity's draft is playing around that laning phase because we talked like how Vivo KD has a really good draft to try to snowball the game, but Infinity has really good lanes. I mean, mid lane is kind of I think Tiny is one of the best matchups, probably the best melee matchup against Shadow Fiend. It's not great. I mean, Shadow Fiend will still farm, but we see like early on Tiny can get a lot of less hits. But look at side lanes. Bottom lane, Lina Enchantress. That lane is so good. They're going. They want to get that root kill.
Oh, King RD with the wand charges, able to get himself back to a livable HP. But yeah, this Lina, she's definitely somebody that we'll have to keep an eye on. And I mean, just let's talk for a second about how courageous it is to be in a best of one tiebreaker And you're like, yeah, no, just let the strongest hero of the patch through. We're gonna try to come up with an answer for it.
I mean, I don't love that idea, but I hope it works out. I mean, I'm rooting for Vivo KD for sure. Oh, you can't root for teams, Jericho cast. Yeah, I can, and I'm doing it. So I hope it works out because I don't think it's a great idea to let Lina go through. This hero is just too strong. Even if you play pretty well and start getting good fights, sometimes you just lose because it's Lina. I mean, we watched it at the NA DPC, the Shopify against TSM. I mean, Shopify had such good fights, but they still lost because Lina. I mean, TSM played really well, but there were some team fights that I was watching. I was like, okay, Shopify got this, and they just lost the team fight because there's a Lina killing everyone. This hero is just stupid.
Radiant structures are fortified.
She is stupid good at this current point in time.
It is.
As we have, what shenanigans are happening up in the top lane? We have the lanes met by the Ward Spire in the jungle. So now we're just gonna have supports trading on this wave, I suppose.
I don't think Infinity wants to fight the top lane because the Tidehunter against Monkey King is not the greatest matchup for Tidehunter. So yeah, Janek just trying to pull creeps and then KJ not letting him do that, and that's what's happening. Oh, look at KJ. He wants to mess with the room. Oh, they're going.
Leah style. And the bash, though, it gets him to the high ground. Now the lift, pull him back down to the low ground. ADR starting to make the rotation over. They do get a bash. There's going to be the avalanche. It's looking like first blood, boys and girls.
KingRD got the kill. Yeah, that's right for you. You got to steal some kills. And that's a big problem. I think we talked about it in draft. You have Shadowfiend, you have Shadowfiend, you have Nine, you have Spirit Breaker. It's so easy to get a Shadowfiend, even though he may have a good lane. So easy to kill him. So easy, and now we saw it, and Chantress at bottom lane.
Rada? Yeah, he's going to be okay. But maybe the Rubik will not be. Lina connected with the LSA, the Fairy Fire, tried to keep King RD alive, but it is not enough. JP going to pick up the kill and even up the scoreboard, but in the mid lane, ADR, he goes for the Avalanche Toss combo. Leah style, he had to tank some towers tank some tower shots. But Leah style is going to be okay here.
And Leah style always have to be afraid of that. We can look at the Infinity wards around mid. They have a ward at mid lane, and then they have a ward at the top rune. They're all just to look at KJ and not let him get some free charges on Shadowfiend. I like how Infinity is trying to protect the lifestyle hero.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, and the Shadowfiend pick was interesting to me. I'm not going to lie to you, because they already, like, Shadowfiend, he's a hero like Lina who doesn't like being run at. Oh, they get the connection, but with the Primal Spring, Costa Bile doing some zoning, making sure that KJ is A-okay. But they already have a hero that doesn't like being run at, and now you pick up the Shadow Fiend, another hero that doesn't like being run at, and they have a lot of heroes that like to run at you for Keed. So that is something that's a little bit concerning for me. We'll have to see how the storyline progresses, what answers he comes up with. Because, I mean, the BKB won't save you from Spirit Breaker.
Oh, great spear.
Oh, Avalanche. The spear did cancel the charge from KJ. There's going to be a toss. Raze is starting to come through. Slowed up is ADR. Devil starting to make the rotation over. But here comes Costa Bile. He TP to the mid lane. He wants to take this scrap. Another great spear from Gnek. We do get a stun coming out from KJ. ADR, as well as the monkey coming forward. That's going to be a Boundless Strike. Leo style looking for a Roshan deny. Is he going to get it? No. Costa Bile. And now Gnek, he's in a little bit of a troubled waters here. Again, going for a Roshan deny. Instead, we're just going to feed a double to Costa Bile.
Yeah, great rotation from Costabile. He just got those 2 kills. I mean, Shadowfiend is a really scary hero. When you are not able to burst, he will just follow you and kill you with Shadow Rays. So yeah, Costabile did a great job. And now they want to go for Tidehunter at top lane.
Oh, Devil being aggressed upon. Body blocks from KJ. Boundless Strike after we get the Jingu. Here comes Gnek, but Costa Bile able to get the kill. He's now on a killing spree. 3-0 is this Monkey King.
I think it's so cool how you guys say his nickname in English is Costabile. I mean, in Portuguese we say Costabile. So different.
I guess if I want to earn my honorary Brazilian status, I'm gonna have to start calling him Costable.
Yeah, I mean you're half Brazilian already. If you want to go full Brazilian, yeah, you gotta call him Costabile.
Oh, aggression in the mid lane, or in the river rather, Gnek. 3 heroes are running at him. Boundless Strike trying to hold him in place. There's going to be the lift from the Rubik, dragging him back. Gnek goes down.
Okay, what is happening? Kostable is getting so many kills. This is how you snowball a game. You just make your position 1 get 4 kills in a row, and now they want to go for Tabo.
Combo, LSA, gonna connect Leo style at the left-hand side of your screen, pumping out the raises, but here comes ADR. We have a charge coming in onto JP as well. This Lina looking dead as a doornail, gonna go down.
At first, a good play for Infinity. You just want to kill this Lycan before he gets to level 6, and he pressure tower. It's so easy to get towers with Lina and Enchantress. And Shadowfiend just comes as well to get that kill, but great play by 4DR, just getting those kills, not letting it go for free. His Lycan dying. And Tabo is pretty close to his level 6. As you have his level 6, has Helm of Dominator already. Lina can't stay bottom. It's really hard to have an off lane that can take Lina out of the lane, and Lycan is one of those. As soon as he gets level 6, Lina can't stay there anymore. I mean, it's not a problem for Lina, she can just go jungle, she farms so fast. But yeah, Lina is not happy with that.
Oh, this poor Lina, man. She's already into the woods trying to get her farm game on. We're still, though, about 1,100 gold away from the Maelstrom. So she has some catching up to do. I guess I need to check over onto the net worth. She's not, well, I mean, I guess she is about 1,000 gold behind this monkey already. And this monkey is going Battle Fury.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, he got some really nice kills, so yeah, Kostable is feeling good. I mean, his lane was really easy. It's a Monkey King against Hunter. It's not hard for him, and then he even got some kills. Yeah, he's gonna scale. Yeah, I think it can be a good matchup against Lina. I mean, Lina has a lot of mobility, so it's not that easy to make the Wukong's command work against Lina, but it still gives him armor, so yeah, it's good. Now they want to try to set up kill on Monkey King.
Oh,
nice
trying
dodge.
to find Kostable. Gonna be able to dodge his way away. Meanwhile, they take the bottom tier 1 tower, Gustavo and ADR. So they're starting to open up this map and restrict it from the Lina. And even so, we're setting up a play onto Leo style. The charge coming in from KJ. Gnek is in the area. Still level 3 is this Mars. Still level 3 is this Mars.
Yeah, that does not feel good, but yeah, that's a position 4. It's playing a lost lane, a lane that you can't trade. You have to keep on pulling. Usually, you will be really low on the XP. So not a surprise. Gnek being so low level. They tried to set up a kill on Shadowfiend, but Mars again, even though he was level 3, he was well positioned to stop that. I think if the Spirit Breaker charge goes through, I think Shadowfiend's dead, even with Mars there.
Yeah, so I mean, that's another little bit of utility that we've already seen here 10 minutes into this game that the Mars is able to provide. And this is all pre-arena, boys and girls. So his utility is just going to go up as this has been a little thing that we have been seeing here in the SA DPC is this 4-position Mars. And we've been seeing a lot of super creative things here during this tour, man. I mean, we've been seeing the 4 Ember, the 4 Mars, we've been seeing mid Rubik's, all sorts of crazy shenanigans.
That's South America for you. And now Vivo KD wants to pressure mid, but Tidehunter just put his body in front of Tara. He's like, nope. I have my Hood of Defiance. Stop doing that, guys.
Man, they're able to keep this catapult alive, at least to pump out a little bit extra damage. They're even going to use the glyph here.
Yeah.
Got to bust through the creep wave. It's not going to happen. They are going to be able to kill off the siege wagon.
Yeah, but you have Lycan. It's like having Beastmaster. As soon as you leave that mid tower, it will fall really, really fast. Even with Tidehunter trying to defend, Lycan just sending his summons there and just trying to put pressure. They almost got that tier 1 tower. Yeah, nice try for Vivo KD. Ooh, Gnek almost found Kostable at top lane. And maybe could... Nah, Gnek has no ultimate, so yeah, that was not a kill anyways.
Man, it always feels terrible on a support when you're 12 minutes into the game and you're still level 5. Like, it's just so painstakingly, like, dude, I wish I just had my ultimate. Like, please just give me level 6 at least so I can start to play the video game.
It's not great, but at the same time, now it's the timing that supports usually just chill. Like, okay, I got their lane for you, my card, so let me farm a little bit, get my level 6, get my first item. So, yeah, it feels bad, but at the same time, it's not that bad, because a good time to just chill, get some last hits, and play like you were a core.
Gold for me.
So we are gonna go. I assume
Battle Fury's
Super
coming.
Helm of the Dominator. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Helm of the Overlord. Battle Fury is now on for Costable.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
gosh.
pretty fast Battle Fury.
Yeah, 12 minutes treads Battle Fury.
Yeah,
That Costable, he's having a good time. Charge coming in. It is going to get stopped. He tried to get the ultimate out onto Gnek. Now we have the Primal Spring forward. Trying to get the Wukong stacks, but slowed up. Not able to close the distance here. Keeping the snowball from getting too big and rolling down the hill too fast.
Yeah, that's important. I mean, Vivo KD is not sad about that because they're still kind of pressuring the map. You want to have those free kills. So even though Vivo KD is not getting, I think they're pressuring the map pretty well from their lineup, and their snowball may still happen.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
How is Tiny's Blink Dagger? Oh, he has Blink Dagger. So yeah, I want to see Vivo KD
Oh.
trying some plays. Oh, Prada.
Charge onto Prada. Coming in. We even use the shapeshift here. Trying to get our hands, but just going for the TP away. He stole the Centaur creep, so they're not going to be able to stun him. But here comes ADR with the blink to cancel the TP and to secure the kill onto Prada. And now maybe they're going to look for more as he's brought his creeps into the mid lane. Going to start to chomp away at this tier 1 tower. A kill onto Devil would be a tall task indeed, but ADR may be positioning himself like he wants to attempt it.
I mean, it's kind of risky. They don't have a tier 1 tower to defend him, but still, it's a Tide Hunter. It's not that far,
Right.
but still has a Hood of Defiance. It's not that easy kill. Are they going for it? Yeah, it looks like. Nah.
Dire's courier has been killed.
And Janek on top lane.
Oh, up top. Maybe we have a play. Now level 7 is Janek. He's going to turn this around. Drop the arena. KJ, he's trapped in. Wukong's command is dropped from Costable. Oh, but ADR wrapped around from the south as they'll with the toss back on to JP. He's going to bump out the Laguna. There's going to be the Ravage, the Requiem of Souls. They burst through Costable and secure the kill onto ADR as well. So they get the Lina, but it's 3 for 1.
A great response from both sides.
Radiant's
At
middle
first, it was
tower
supposed
is
to be
under
just a free
attack.
kill on Mars, then Lina comes around, it's like, nope. You are dying Spirit Breaker, and then Tiny comes around, getting Lina in. Lina is dead, and then great combo from Infinity. The Ravage with the Requiem, pretty easy kill too. Really easy to kill Monkey King. So yeah, great answer from both sides, and now they want to go for Shadowfin. Do they have the damage?
Dire are scanning.
Charge in. It is just King RD and KJ.
Yeah, they don't have the
TP
damage.
rotation. They scanned it out. They know the Gnek was coming in, so they're not going to continue to chase after this.
Oh, King RD are going to steal the spear from Janek. Go, King RD. Oh, he couldn't do it. Too bad. That would be such a good skill to get.
Oh, 3-man smoke play. We're getting aggressive. Blinking in. The Avatar's combo. Lift held him in the air and
Nice
brought
style.
him down to his death. And now we're coming in onto Leo style. Leo style. Pops the illusion rune. Tavo in the shapeshift. Boundless strike. Holding Leo style down. While Tavo eats through him. And that's going to open up Roshan.
Yeah, you have a Helm of the Overlord. It's so easy to do this Rosh. Back, great pick off, and now you do Rosh, and then you can keep on snowballing with Tiny like a Monkey King. I mean, Monkey King still wants to go for he needs his BKB, but if he gets the Aegis, like, yeah, I may not have BKB, but I can already fight non-stop because I have 2 lives, so who cares? And this is great for KD. It makes so much easier to make their timing happen.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, this game, it's a best of 1, and it's so dang close. The Roshan gave them a 1k lead. Before that, it was a less than 1k lead. And I mean, even though we do have the Battle Fury on the Monkey King, this Lina, she's still finding the space on the map to get her farm and to keep herself on par with the Monkey. Oh, charge onto Gnek. Nether Strike is going to be there, pushing him up onto the high ground. Stolen Spear puts him to the tree. ADR with the Avatar's combo.
Yeah, well played by KJ, concealing his charge so he wouldn't get concealed and just putting him on the high ground. Easy kill for DR. I mean, that's what we expect from Vivo KD's lineup. Just start getting some kills and try to snowball. But Lina almost has BKB. I mean, she has it actually. It's coming now on Cool here. Yeah, Lina has BKB. So we'll see what Lina able to do. She can die, simply die being started by Tiny and not being able to to use her BKB, so it's still not the greatest for Lina. Yeah, we know how this hero goes. She's not bursted, she can kill everyone.
Yeah, absolutely she can, as she is working her way towards the boots of travel, and the Guipepe looks like the build that she wants here. As, again, just looking for ways to hold this Lycan and the Spirit Breaker in place and to stop this face rush a little bit. And talking about the face rush, they are down in the bottom lane, securing this tier 2 tower. Just one more creep wave, and they'll be able to take it out.
It's a free tower. Now you can even start pressuring the tier 3 tower to make Infinite go back. Does not look like Vivo KD is gonna do that, but yeah, it's a play. When you get the tier 2, you just pressure the tier 3 tower and make the enemy team go back, and so they lose all the map control. They got it.
Maybe we're gonna look to defend here. Oh, the spear, a rainbow of TPs coming in. The charge is onto the Lina as well. There's gonna be the arena, but ADR, he doesn't care. He's just gonna Avatos Gnek, and we're focusing still onto the Lina. The Nether Strike, they have the lockdown. They've brought down the Gary, and now the chase continues. Onto Gnek. Gnek looking for the TP away. Costable, he guessed wrong. Oh dear.
Outlet
I
style.
feel like he should have been able to see him there. Oh.
I mean, his vision is really low on his own tree, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but probably, who knows? All that I know is that Lina was like half HP before the fight even started. That's one issue with Lina. If you have those kind of long-range control, you can just screw her up. She was trying to push that tower for free, but King RD, great TP. First with the stolen Mars Spear, then with his telekinesis, then Kostab with his stun, and then when Lina maybe was able to press BKB, KJ was there with his ultimate, an easy kill. Anyway, you got a tier 2 bottom, you kill Lina at top. It feels great for Vivo KD right now.
Yeah, absolutely. They're moving and grooving. As you know, and that is going to buy them a little bit of space between this Lina and the Costable Monkey King, who is suffering on 400 ping, having a wonderful game for having such terrible ping, I will say. But yeah, I mean, we're looking for BKBs on Talia style, looking for BKB on Costable. The Blink Dagger on Mars still a very, very long way away, but we do have one on the Tidehunter.
And that,
so they will have some counter initiation plays.
Yeah, they do, and not only that, they have a really good team fight around this Tidehunter, Shadowfiend. But you gotta do it. You gotta make it happen. I think Infinite has to start answering, and maybe I don't know if they should react to Vivocadian or they should do the first. They should go in at first. I'm not sure what is their idea, but yeah, they have a team fight right now. They should use it. They can't let Vivo KD get an advantage here because their draft needs it. I think Vivo KD's draft wants to get an advantage and just keeps on rolling. And Infinite has their ultimates to counter that. They gotta use it.
Use it or lose it in the most literal possible meaning here. As I mean, already this snowball, it is starting to build. Right? Like, we have the Helm of the Overlord very close to the BKB on the Lycan. Only, well, I guess I say very close. He's about 1,600 away. We're extremely close to the BKB on the Monkey King. And the BKB on the Tiny is about 1,000 out. So, I mean, this aggressive lineup, this aggressive run-at-you lineup, they've almost hit their 3 BKB timing. And I feel like the game is just going to get much, much harder at that point, because whereas we saw in that fight up in the top lane, right? Like, they had an answer to the BKB on the Lina. There's not really a nice answer to any of the BKBs to come out on Vivo, let alone for 3 of them.
Yes, yeah, that's right. As soon as Vivo KD has their BKBs, it's so hard for Infinite to fight. They still have a Tidehunter Blink, so you can get Vivo KD by surprise. That's something, but yeah, you gotta kite their BKBs, but how do you kite a Lycan BKB? You can't. You just run at you. So yeah, if it does not have the greatest draft to try to play reactionary against those BKBs, they have to jump in. Tidehunter has to start. And for Vivo KD, it's so much easier to start because they have a Tiny. They have a Rubik. They don't need to use a big cooldown skill to try to make a fight happen. So you can even try to bait the Lina's BKB and all that. I see the game going way easier for Vivo KD and how they approach team fights, even though Infinity's team fight is greater.
Yeah, I mean, it's cooldown theory, right? I mean, even if they were to be able to take one of these big fights behind the Ravage, the Arena, the Requiem of Souls, connect with the LSA to follow it up, all of these things, then the enemy responds and they just run at you again because now they know that you don't have your ultimates.
Yeah, you have all those factors. You have the cooldown, you have ways of starting, you have how you kite the enemy with BKB. I think it's easier for Vivo KD to do that. So yeah, you have a lot of reasons why I think it's easier to Vivo KD to do it right now than Infinity. But still, if Tidehunter has a good Blink Dagger Ravage, who knows? It's pretty easy to just go for a wombo combo and kill everyone. Shadowfiend Tidehunter, there are a lot of damage on that. A lot of magical damage. And a lot of physical damage as well. I mean, Tidehunter just, with his Gush, lowering enemy's armor with Lina and Shadowfiend. Yeah, if you can go in and get the first stun, you can burst heroes down.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like this is something that we've talked about previously at some point in time during the tour. Whenever you do have these big team fight ultimates and stuff like that, the game is never really gone, right? You always have this chance to link up with some magical, mystical wombo combo as Gnek. He was under a vision, so they are going to start the game right away and immediately bring the support down.
Yeah, rest in peace, my friend. Where are gonna? Mars has his Il Scepter. I think it's a great Il Scepter game. It's so good against Spirit Breaker and a good setup for him. But look at Vivo KD, how they are starting to pressure the map. That's what we expect from their draft. Yeah, I want to see how Infinity will answer that. They gotta try to start a team fight with Tidehunter.
Oh, going on to Prada. Well, he's just gonna be able to get himself to the low ground here. Gosh, it's so annoying to have to deal with this Enchantress.
Everyone hates this hero.
Oh, now we have the charge, the toss, the lift, the avalanche. They do have the damage, the magic nuke burst damage to be able to bring down this Enchantress and remove the thorn in their side for 30 seconds.
Okay, I mean, that's what Enchantress does. She goes really tanky and she starts running around the map, just trying to create some space. She did it. That's what we expect from Enchantress. It's such a weird hero. I like it, but it's so weird. Now they want to go get a list style, but they saw KJ trying the charge, and then this will be instant counter. That clip forward. Yeah, well played by Vivo KD. Started mid lane, watch out, my boy. Yeah, he's fine, just pushing the wave. No one jumped on him. I mean, he still has Aegis, so yeah, he's not afraid.
Yeah, still Aegis of the Immortal for another 20 seconds, but that boy is about to pop, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Infinity trying to make a play around this timing. As a mechanism, Prada trying to keep himself upright, boundless strike forward. But God, it's just... Okay, finally with the toss and a boundless. They're able to secure yet another kill onto Prada. But you can see the amount of resources and time it takes to bring down this Enchantress with this untouchable spell.
So annoying. Yeah, someone has to show mid because Vivo KD just smoked and they're running at top. Yeah, King RD showing mid. That's great. And now you go after Liv Style. Liv Style has no BKB.
Oh, charge in. They have the lockdown. ADR even coming in with Avalanche, as that is the death of Leah Style. And the Shadow Fiend starting to fall behind a little bit.
Yeah, and that's not a surprise at all. I mean, we watched some Shadow Fiend position 2 doing that, having a okay start of the game, and then just not being able to keep on farming. Oh, and
Primal Spring, Costable.
Yeah, I
coming
like
in
that.
for the kill.
I like that
I thought the play was done after the quick spear to stop the charge. Talk about charge, KJ. He thought about it. He decided to cancel, as they are going to focus their attention onto this tier 3 tower. Blink in from Devil. Now the lift, dragging him back. Avatos combo. We've dropped the Wukong's command ring. Devil trying to get to safety. Can he? No. Costable denies him. BKB
think
popped from JP.
Yeah, even though you're a Tide Hunter, you think it's so easy to try to defend your tower against Tiny, so he can always reposition yourself and an easy kill on Tide Hunter. Because not even going for that BKB just to play safe, have no Aegis. You know that you're inside the enemy base. If Tide Hunter press Ravage, maybe things could go wrong. So yeah, a free kill, some pressure on tier 3 tower. I mean, Vivo K, this draft is happening. They are doing great. I just hope the Infinite tries anything with that Tide Hunter blink. You went for that blink, just try to find a fight.
Right.
You gotta do it. Just gonna... Vivo KD is gonna keep on pressuring the map, gonna keep on getting towers for free. Lina went for Gleipnir. Okay, with that Gleipnir you have some more team fight. It's not that great against BKBs for sure, but still, you have some more team fight. Yeah, I hope if they use the smoke and now they're going in. They gotta find something.
You know, I really thought that they were going to be looking for a play earlier. Like when Devil went down, he blinked in and then just anchor smashed 4 heroes. As the smoke is going to pop, they drop the ward. So they are going to find ADR, the Gleppy into the LSA, into the Ravage. As they rip through the Tiny, and now there's going to be a lift, drag back onto Connect. BKB pop from Tabo, who's going to shapeshift, run forward. Chasing after JP. There's going to be the charge. Trying to provide the lockdown. Costable going to pop his own BKB. Coming in. They're going to still try to pump this damage into JP and watch him fall. Bouncing around his Costable. Feeling himself. Feeling good. Chasing after Leo style. Can he find a tree for the Primal Spring? Now he's going to come in. He gives him the vision. The charge to follow. Wukong command ring. Going to be dropped. The BKB coming out from Leo style. But they've got the answer for it. As a triple kill for Costable.
Lina was not even able to use BKB because she would die anyway, and they want to go for Tide Hunter? He has no Ravage, you are not that afraid. Costable going in.
KJ, though, he's going to answer it with his Arena, and that is going to secure the kill of KJ. But they do lose the Mars for it. And I don't think that I don't think Keed really worries about this, man. They're just going to come up to the high ground and try to take their first lane of barracks. Of course, there are still tier 2 towers in the other 2 lanes. So it will just be the one.
And Monkey King now has X, so yeah, you got way more damage than you had before. But they have to watch out.
Good Levy connects onto 2. And BKBs are cooldown. Oh god, watch, look at the monkey soldiers ripping through Prada.
Poor Prada. Oh no, yeah, freak you on him. And now, yeah, Vivo KD is like, okay, we know Lina is kind of strong, but you guys have no Ravage, we are not afraid. Mars has no Blink, so you guys don't have a simple way to start the fight. Yeah, what a
little
easy game for Vivo KD.
It's looking good, man. Their 50% chance is looking damn strong right now.
Yeah, it is. Damn strong. And now Costable going for Skadi. I mean, Monkey King, when this hero builds Skadi, he just gets so strong. Such a good item. And he gets so tanky and all that slow. It's such a good item. I love it. Monkey King, whenever he gets Skadi, the hero just changes from a hero that does a lot of damage but dies to a hero that's really hard to kill.
Talking about kills, it looks like they're trying to set something up. But privy to this, Infinity, they're just hiding in the trees, farming from safe positions. The only hero they're going to show is Devil, but they say that's good enough. We're going for the big boy. The blink toss back as they drop the Wukong for it, but they have the damage to secure the kill onto Devil. And most importantly, that secures Roshan number 2 for Vivo.
Yeah, free kill on Tide Hunter. It's hard to see that happen. I mean, Tide Hunter is never a free kill, but here it is. You use your Wukong's command. Yeah, he can't do anything. You have a lot of control. Even though he's dispelling everything, he's still stuck on that Wukong's command. And then, again, free rush for Vivo KD. I think this is a rush to end the game. We'll see how Infinity will be able to try to answer that. Because, yeah, the game is not going well for Infinity. Even though they have a pretty strong draft, I think they are not able to play it. They were not able to find any single good fight. The only fight was that they killed 4DR on the enemy triangle, but that was it.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding for sure for the side of Infinity. As now we have a Gleppy initiation onto ADR. ADR, the damage being pumped in from the Lina onto the low ground. Gonna get the BKB off. Gannett gonna go down.
Oh my, Devil was going to Ravage.
Used.
feels so bad. He was going to Ravage and kill 4DR. The 4DR was stunned, so he wouldn't be able to BKB, but Evil blinked on where King RD used telekinesis, so he blinked and got instant stun. So he couldn't Ravage, and then 4DR was able to press BKB, and the fight's over. And you get a tower at top, and 4DR is alive. Maybe could have been bad to use Ravage there, because maybe you just get a tiny kill and that was not enough. So yeah, maybe it was good to not use that Ravage, but who knows. That was probably a free kill on Tiny.
As Keed, they're looking to make amends for previous sins, as they did drop the regular season series 2-0 to Infinity. Weren't able to take a map off of this, the Adrian Infinity, who is not present here today. And I wonder if now they're starting to feel like, man, I wish Adrian was here, buddy,
Hey,
because
Adrian, come back, please. We miss
Adrian!
you.
They've looked like a completely different team since like when Adrian was a part of it. Really, I mean, they looked very convincing. They looked like they had excellent map control, good awareness. They were making good calls. They were able to take fights. And I mean, of course, it's hard to take a fight when the Monkey King gets off to such a good lead like he did, right? He got the early Battle Fury. The Lycan was doing his thing, able to force the Lina out of the lane. So it makes things very difficult, as we do see both teams 10-man smoked up here. And they're just going to go up to the high ground. They see nobody's in the base, so we're just going to take this lane of barracks here, take the range racks, and move our attention elsewhere.
Yeah, Kosabi still has Aegis, so yeah, he can keep on pressuring while his team just looking at him. And even if you jump on Kosabi, it's like, okay, we're gonna get that Aegis. It's not that easy to kill that hero now. That is Skadi, so yeah, good luck defending this. Oh, 4DR.
Oh! 4-staff saves Devil. It's the 4-staff meta. BKB coming out from ADR. The lift on to Gnek, as they are able to secure yet another one. The Wukong's ring buying them the space to take this lane of barracks. Meanwhile, in the woods, they have found Leostyle farming where he shouldn't be. Caught his hands in the cookie jar. Gonna let off the ultimate. KJ being brought down, but no, he gets the bash onto Leostyle. Leostyle, does he have a TP?
Oh.
No, he's not even going to get a chance to think about it. Blink forward from ADR with the Echo Saber, ripping through Leostyle.
Okay, so you kill Mars, you get the mid super creeps, and you even kill Shadowfin on the other side of the map. Everything is going right for Vivo KD. Finn's not able to do anything here. They can't split the map because it's Spirit Breaker. They can't defend because Vivo KD is just too strong. Yeah, we're Infinity. They were not able to do anything on this game. I don't think they will. Now they want to go for Lina.
Lift. They found JP, but he gets the BKB off. Now he's just going to turn this around. Now Gnek going to come forward, throw out the spear, trying to slow down this face rush of aggression. The Boundless Strike not going to connect. ADR able to blink connect onto JP. There's good Yules that stop the Avatos combo from coming out. Oh, blink forward from Gnek.
UKD still wants to fight, even though it's enemy base. Oh my.
Just ripping through the poor Mars yet again.
It's so easy for UKD to do anything right now. They are so strong. Kosabi not afraid of anything. Okay, he still has Aegis, but still. Or they are just going in, getting those kills. They almost got Lina. Great heals by Gnek to save Lina. Lina was dead for sure, and probably game was over. Yeah, you get some time. Maybe you can still try to defend. Still, Infinity team fight's not that bad, but they didn't do it once at all. They didn't team fight. They didn't properly team fight. So yeah, I don't know how. I think things just went so wrong right now, and I don't see I can't see an opening. Even though you have Lina, I don't see an opening for Infinity.
Yeah, proving that Keed, they did have an answer to this Lina. As you know, we talked about at the very beginning of the game, it was very courageous to allow the Lina to go through in the time of the Lina Major. And yet they're proving that they had an answer and that they are strong enough to beat the strongest hero in the game of Dota 2 at this moment.
Yeah, they're doing it now. Kosabi went for Nullifier, so yeah, he's kind of full build. And they're just waiting for an opening to go in. Still, even though the advantage is so big, without Aegis, you gotta respect the Infinity Steam fights, and they are probably able to kill Constably. Vivo Kitty just tries to go in. Well, we probably will wait for next Roche or for Infinity to go out of the base. Then maybe Vivo Kitty can have an opening. Otherwise, we'll probably just wait for Roche.
Yeah, I mean, it's best of one Dota. There's no reason to allow them an inroad when there really isn't one present so far. So it's just playing that controlled game, control the map, choke them out, and continue to just explode your net worth lead. As now we are we're talking 20K is the net worth differential. 29-9 is the scoreboard. As that just shows the Infinity, they've not really had the chance to get out on the map and play their game really in any form or fashion. And we even have the nullifier up on the Monkey now.
I assume as Roche may respawn, I mean, it's 1 minute 20 seconds. Probably Infinity will try a smoke. Even though you gotta defend inside your base, if you let Vivo KD get the Aegis, I think the game is over. You just let Constably hit towers, and it's a 3 mega creeps, and good luck. Oh, there's smoking right now. A little bit early. But yeah, I think we were all expecting that play. It's just kind of early. I'm not really into it.
Maybe Prada baiting himself a little bit here. Be warding where they have vision, but aware of this is Vivo. They're not taking the bait. Now we're gonna shapeshift, come forward on the Lycan.
Oh,
they found Gnek. BKB gonna come out. He misses the spear.
Look at that start dying.
Oh, and the race forward. Buyback comes out from Gnek. Is now we're gonna be chomping some damage into Devil. Oh, the blink onto the backline. The arena, it connects, but the stolen spear pushes him out of his own arena. Down the blink in with the Ravage. The Ravage connects onto Ford. The Requiem, they've done it. They've brought down Constably. But now what comes next?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the main problem is it's too early. Roche is not up, so you can't just win this fight and go straight Roche. They had to wait a little bit for that play. Maybe Roche respawns now, but you don't know. It's all about luck.
Nope.
Hey,
and
okay, 1 minute for Roche. Yeah, and so I don't get the play by Infinity. It's the right play, but it's too early. Wait a little bit. Wait for the timer to get closer to Roche to respawn. So I think that was a mistake. I mean, great kill on Constably. For sure, that's great, but that does not add to anything. Because you will not be able to control your triangle, probably, because as soon as VOKD respawn, they will run there, and you won't be able to have control, and you can't Roche. I think Finn made a mistake there. Great team fight by them, but too early.
Yeah, and I mean that goes to show what we were talking about just I feel like 5 minutes ago, where when you have these team fight ultimates, no game is truly ever just done, right? Because you always have these attempts to make these crazy plays. Of course, you only get one buyback every 7 minutes, so it's harder to make the buyback arena play now that it's already been expended. But you know, there are these openings, there are these potential plays that can be made.
Yes, for sure. Every single time we have a team fight, and you have Lina. Lina is not doing anything on this game, but still it's a Lina. You gotta respect it. So yeah, again, the only problem is that Roche was not up. At least for Infinity, Vivo KD was not able to control the triangle again. So yeah, that was not that bad for Infinity. And now it's a Roche fight.
Oh, Silver Edge pops, but they drop the ward. They know where the Lina is. Lina forced to use the BKB, but the nullifier is up top of her. The ultimate from the Spirit Breaker, keeping her in the Wukong ring, bringing down the Linda. Now, the next attention goes on to the... Oh, no, they're going to leave the Enchantress and go right to Leo Style, who could not make the great escape. Wow, we do still have the chase onto the Enchantress Rada. Now going to be charged. Forstaff trying to get himself to the low ground, but it does not matter. Another nullifier, another kill. Tavo is on a mega killing spree and putting pressure onto the last tier 4 tower that remains.
Yeah, it's so easy to kill Lina when she's not defending their base. And not just to be fair, even if Infinity did the right play to wait for the Roche timer to get closer, and then you try that team fight they did before. Vivo KD had buyback, so maybe it would not work at all the same. So yeah, I can't blame it. Janek tried to make a play, but he just
A little too early.
Yeah, he just disappeared for against that Monkey King's X. So much damage. And now Vivo KD, yeah, they have the opening they needed to end the game. That Aegis. Now you have Cheese as well. You got the X. Oh, like an X.
Yep, like an Axe indeed.
Yeah, let's go.
We get to see the silliness, even though it clearly wasn't in their overall plan. We still get to see it at the end of the day, Guipepe.
We have a Wolf Tiny.
Oh, Wolf Tiny coming in. Throwing out the trees. Oh, good Ravage. That Ravage is going to connect on to 3. Now here comes the charge from KJ. At the toss back. Bringing Devil around, but they're just focused on objectives. It is an objective-based game after all. No, the Ravage is going to catch them, or the Arena rather, is going to catch them on the retreat. BKB comes out, the Aegis was popped. Now the Monkey King going to be coming back up. The KJ is going to be brought down, but no, they're turning their attention onto the Lina. The Lina, she goes down. She has to buy back. Now she is. She's back into this game. They're running out of these buybacks. Oh, that's a great Requiem blinking in. They've got the Monkey feared up. Death of the Monkey King for 100 seconds. And now they're going to have to try to tuck tail and retreat, but the Yule's going to connect the Guipepe to follow it up. LSA is there, pumping the damage into Tavo. Tavo, he's out of the wolf form. The defensive lift, trying to drag it back, but with the spear, they have the damage. And that's a couple of gold pinatas that just went pop.
Yeah, even Lina had to buy back, so not that great for Infinity, but they did not lose yet. So yeah, that was great. Now they may find Guardi. Yeah.
Oh. King RD caught out with the Guipepe LSA combo. Yet another kill going JP's way.
Is that enough to come back on the game? Probably not, but that's a step. Maybe a small one, but still, it's a step. Yeah, the defense was a success. They didn't lose the game. Yeah, they're against Mega Creeps right now, so it does not feels great. Who knows? I mean, without Aegis, it's not that easy to end the game if you're Vivo KD.
I mean, that was just such a great arena. It caught them on the retreat. He knew exactly where they were going to be. And he created such a snafu for their plans. And then Leostar with the Blink BKB Requiem. They just had the follow-up to pop through the Monkey. And after that, it was just kind of like the bottom fell out of the barrel.
Oh, 4DR?
Oh, no. They found ADR. He does have the BKB, though, so he's just going to go for the BKB TP play. But you can see the damage that this Lina is starting to accumulate here.
Yeah, Lina hurts a lot. I mean, 4DR tried a cute play, trying to kill Hunter and Mars, or just Mars, but it was not enough, so just BKB and TP out. We may still have a game, because Infinity's team fight is pretty strong. Maybe Vivo KD does not feel safe to try to end the game without Aegis, so yeah, maybe we have some time, and who knows, maybe Infinity is able to fight back. I don't think it's enough, but yeah, we got now some options. Oh no, the Wolf Tiny. Wolf Tiny is running in.
Wolf Tiny blinking in, gonna throw out the Avalanche Tree. Doss trying to bring down Prada, but Prada with the 4-staff. One more tree, not enough damage. Costable though, Blink Fade Bolt from King RD. Boundless Strike is there. So they do secure the death of Prada, but Prada does have buyback. They have 3 remaining for the side of Infinity, as they are starting to run low on these resources. And I mean, maybe that's the play. Just look for these picks, try to force a buyback, and then just win via war of attrition.
Yeah, that's usually how you do when you have no Aegis to end the game. Even though you have all the advantage in the world, you probably can't just go in. So yeah, keep on killing any enemy that goes out of their base and wait for Roche. That's how you do it. I want to see if Infinity tries anything. It's so hard to do anything on a map when you have Mega Creeps, when you're playing against Mega Creeps. But as soon as you leave your base, the enemy will know. And so you don't have a lot of time to try to do a smoke, try to get a pick off. You have to do it so fast. So I don't think Infinity will be able to do anything, but I would love to see them trying something. I don't know why, I'm just guessing. Yeah, do something.
Radiant's courier has
That's how
because I mean, I feel like it's almost secured to lose the game if you do nothing. If you just sit in the base, you let them choke you out, you let them just out farm you. It's very rough to win that video game, as opposed to if you go out, you make a play, maybe you get lucky.
Yeah, you are not wrong. The problem is Mega Creeps. Mega Creeps just mess that logic because you can't do anything because there are creeps every single time entering your base. So yeah, it's so hard to play against Mega Creeps. In the past, we're like, yeah, maybe you don't have a good enough draft to defend against Mega Creeps. But these days, you are always able to defend against Mega Creeps. You're just not able to do anything else but defending against Mega Creeps.
Oh no, the stolen LSA. They found Devil out. Forstaff tried to get him to safety. We stopped the charge, but we didn't cancel the blink. Blinked in ADR. Now the Wukong command defensively. But no, ADR, he is going to get brought down. Thank you to the Laguna Blade from JP. Oh, but the blink, the stolen rather, the stolen gush, able to bring Devil down, and Devil is down for a minute without buyback. And now you got some people just living in your base. We've got a Monkey Wolf, we've got a Lycanthrope Wolf, and they're chomping away at these towers. There's only 2 that remain. Make that 1, but oh my goodness. Look at the damage able to throw out with the impetus.
Yeah, that was just gonna BKB and TP out. I mean, again, for DR, he's kind of holding his BKB. He's not using it because you're tiny and maybe you can just hold your BKB usage and be able to get out, but I think he had to do it. So he did it. Even though he died, Vivo KD is like, okay, no Ravage, we can keep on pressure. And you got another tower. So you have only 1 tower, almost no HP protecting the Infinity Throne. Even though 4DR died, it was an opening for Vivo KD. Well played by them. Lifestyle has Vice. He wants to try to find a pick off. Oh, King RD.
Oh no, they found him. They found Leo Style.
No.
He was trying to go through with the smoke, but he got found out. The quick figures, the blink, the ninja gear did him wrong here, Guipepe.
That's such a feels bad. He gets Vice. He's like, okay, I have Arcane Blink, I have Vice, I can solo kill anyone. Let me try to find something, and he found Death. And now Vivo KD wants to end the game. No buyback on Shadowfin. No Ravage. Yeah, I think that's game.
We do still have the arena play, potentially. The Shadow Fiend, oh no, he bought out for that Scythe, and he's a very long way away. But we have found JP. We're on to the back lines. BKB coming out. It's the death of the Lina. 2 minutes, no buyback. As this game number 1 is looking to be done and dusted. GG gonna be called. As Vivo Key take the first game of the day in this best-of-1 tiebreaker.
Vivo KD had a really strong snowballing draft, and they did it. I think Infinite didn't get many openings to try to put pressure on the map, to try to get their team fights rolling. And you can blame Infinite for that, or you can just say, yeah, Vivo KD just played the map so well. I mean, it all started when Costabile got that 4 kills in a row, and then Vivo KD started running at Infinite, and Infinite couldn't do anything. It was such a one-sided game, actually. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, we talked about it. The panel talked about it. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. There were multiple avenues for snowballing to happen for Keed. And it just so happened to be the monkey that happened to be the snowball that started going down the hill with that great, I mean, that early rotation that netted him the double kill. And I feel like that was really the play that started everything else. You know what I'm saying? Because before you get 4 kills, you got to get 2, and he got 2 back to back. As yeah, man, Costabile, he just played a terrific game of Dota here, 21-3-13. And I mean, it felt like this game was never in question from like 18-20 minutes on.
Yeah, I do agree. It was just Vivo KD playing, and they played so well. Infinite had their team fight. Tidehunter got a kind of early Blink Dagger, was not that late, but they were not able to do their team fighting. So yeah, a free game for Vivo KD. They get closer to the 3rd position on the South American DPC.
Yeah, boy, as it's starting to spice up just a little bit. And we're already seeing that today in the best of ones, it is different than what we saw in the regular season. In the regular season, Infinity took the series 2-0 over Keed. And Keed, I mean, they've been on a little bit of a rough stretch, right? Like, I feel like since that EG series, Keed has not looked like the same team that they were before that EG series. And they've not got the results that they were getting, stuff like that. And then, I mean, now here on the tiebreaker day, maybe they can just kind of pull it all back together and prove that they really were the third best team in South America.
I hope so. We'll see how they did. They did their first, what they had to do here. First win. Let's see if they keep on rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. As I think that we are going to roll on to a break before we throw it back to the panel to discuss this first of our best of one tiebreaker gauntlet that we have here is Vivo Keyed. They were able to take game number 1 over Infinity. Hang out, guys, and we'll be back with more Dota 2 action.